Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we don't have great reception.
Yeah.
But, so Ethan Knight, Ammon came in to testify for these guys, and they put Ammon on the stand, and prosecution just was trying to slaughter him. Had nothing to do with the four other defendants, but he still felt like he had every right to sit and slaughter Ammon, and Ammon was awesome. I mean, he knew he had a response for every single thing that was coming. He was trying to, my opinion was that he was trying to twist words to make him look like a liar, to hurt his character. And it was awesome. I mean, I loved it. I was grateful to see my husband, and Angie's really good about details. Maybe you can share some of the details of it.
Well, I was impressed because, number one, the venom came out when the prosecutor got up, and he was just almost yelling, trying to make Ammon look bad, and Ammon, what were some of the examples?
Well, this
was the good one. Okay, so there's this video that they keep pulling out, and they pulled it out in the last trial a whole bunch of times, and it's got a bunch of guys shooting guns. Now, Ammon and Ryan aren't in this particular video, but they're just shooting guns, they're target practicing. I don't know how that makes them really scary, but anyway, so he brings this up. He goes, "Didn't you say, Mr. Bundy, that this was a peaceful protest?" And Ammon's like, "Yeah, I did say that." And he's like, "Well, let's watch this." And so they pull out the video again, and he goes, "Isn't that Ryan Payne? Didn't Ryan Payne lead this, this little gun shooting thing?" And Ammon's like, "No, it was actually one of your paid informants." His little... Okay, should I not say that? That's kind of rude. Okay, he was embarrassed. We'll put it that way. I could tell, even from sitting behind him, he was embarrassed. He felt stupid. Ammon actually, even at one point, called him Mr. Knight. He's like, "Mr. Knight, you and I both know that..." Anyway, I was just...
Because he kept trying to twist words and make it, "Didn't you say this?" And Ammon would say, "No, I didn't say that."
He goes, "No." In fact, Ammon called him, no, he goes, "No, that's actually a lie." Ammon actually said that. He goes, "No, that's actually a lie. I didn't say that."
Yeah, multiple times he said, "That's not the truth. I didn't say that."
So far, who I've seen on trial here, Ammon, Ryan, and Sean Anderson. That's it. They're not bringing up anybody else.
Anybody else, right?
So,
I wanted to clarify something real quick, because everybody's thinking about the whole Blaine deal. First, we still have to send him our love. He is under a lot of stress and not thinking clearly, and he clearly only wants to get home to his girl, so he's willing to do anything. And honestly, it's not okay that he lied. And yes, he did lie, okay? So I got the one thing wrong. I thought that Ammon wasn't there on the 29th. We had a million things going on that day, and he went up there quick and came home the same day, and I actually went, I wasn't even home, so that's why I couldn't recall it. But Blaine did lie about multiple things, and the one thing that I can tell you that he lied about was Mr. Barrows asked if Ammon was gone for Christmas in 2015 along with Blaine Cooper. And Blaine said yes, and he wasn't. He was home. I have pictures to prove it. So, I mean, that's just a little...
But Blaine, according to Ammon, and his testimony clarified this today, they had a... Sorry, phone call. So they had a meeting, and Ammon mentioned, his idea about the refuge, and no one, he's like... Several people didn't like it, so we didn't discuss it further. So in other words, there was not a conspiracy, as Blaine alluded, that there was this big conspiracy. What did he even say? That they had discussed several places to take over. No, none of that happened. Didn't he say that? No,
Blaine said that.
Yeah, Blaine said that. No, Ammon's like, no, he goes, I mentioned it, that I had the idea, but he's like, a few people didn't like it. BJ and
Joseph O'Shaughnessy.
And he actually said,
John Ritzheimer
didn't like it either. And he's like, so we didn't even discuss it further. He's like, but I discussed it several times with a couple of groups of people. And he goes, but we never planned or elaborated until, the day of?
Yeah.
And I don't think, he even said this, he goes, it wasn't unorganized. He goes, it was unorganized. It was we would okay, now we're going to go in there. And then, Blaine made it sound like, oh, and this was something funny I shouldn't say. But anyway, Jason Patrick, you're talking to Jason.
You talking about the tactical gear?
Yes, Blaine
You're the only one wearing a costume.
Yeah, Blaine said that they all went and decked out in all this tactical gear, and I'm not. like say anything negative about the tactical gear, but according to Jason, it was just Blaine that did that. So it wasn't like, basically what I got from Blaine's testimony a little bit, it was that was really militarized, really, you know, like almost violent and sneaky. And no, like after Ammon's testimony, he goes, no, we were really open. We weren't hiding what we were doing at all. Like, we wanted everyone to know what we were doing. Anyway, everybody's prayers paid off today. Ammon did a brilliant job today. And I felt, honestly, that, you know, I don't want to say anything, but...
I want to say that I specifically felt that the desires of our prayers and our fasting was felt. I got to see it, and guess what, guys? Not only am I getting one visit, but I've now gotten, today will be my 4th, and Angie's even gets to go in.
I get one.
So,
2.
you know, if you want to call and tell Captain Peterson thank you, you know, because we call when there's a bunch of bad stuff, right? But and seriously, some of the guards last night were just so awful and so rude. But there have been some good ones.
Yesterday, like really rude. Like we were dirt beneath the worst kind of feet.
Yeah, they were
yesterday.
rude. She was like, just go over there and do it over there.
They
like,
didn't
she
want,
didn't care.
like we were scum. Anyway, the other thing, Chris Bryles. I want to give a shout out to Chris Bryles today because he did a really good job on the stand. He had surgery last week. He's in a ton of pain, but he still came up here and he still testified, and he actually made it very clear. He goes, I just had surgery. I haven't taken pain meds for, what would he say, 24 hours, so that my mind is clear, and you can't allude anything to my pain meds of what I'm going to say today. So, and then his whole testimony was just really, really good, wasn't it? Really
It was. Chris, I was really, really impressed with you. If you get into this, you seemed a lot more at ease, not so nervous like you did with our guys testifying. But I want to say one more thing. The difference between Blaine's testimony and Ammon's, which I'm not saying one was better than the other. Obviously, you know where I favor. But Blaine's was a little bit the truth, but mostly dramatized. Like, it was just really, really dramatized. Ammon's was just speaking the truth. That's it. And it was just so easy, and you could tell the difference between the two of them. Like I said, Blaine still needs our prayers, guys. He's in a lot of pain, and yeah, he deceived us. But what good does that do? I mean, name calling. It's not the way I roll. That's okay if you do. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. I'm grateful, and I know Ammon's grateful. I'm gonna get in and see him. I gotta show everybody my shirt. You see my shirt? Okay. So, that's like scary. Thank you everybody for writing my shirt. So I'm going to go in and show Ammon my shirt, all of your guys' messages. Anyways, so grateful, and he's going to love it. I think it's going to be great. Thank you, Shannon, for putting together the shirt, and thanks for everybody for participating. We love you. I'm not going to say anymore, so maybe Angie has more to say.
Just, the court was really good today. Other than the fact that Lisa and I didn't endure...
Some of it.
What's that one guy's name?
No, we don't have to say it.
No, this is the FBI agent. We didn't want to be the FBI agent.
We didn't want to. We couldn't sit through it.
No.
So, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. 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 Love ya. Bye.